Hello, everybody. Welcome to your daily pop of positivity. Oh my goodness, this is our last evening we're going to have in Cape Cod. And I'm telling you, I thought it would be so simple to be able to do videos and just go in my section of the hotel room and do stuff. But when you're with like your spouse and a teenager and everybody wants to go everywhere every 5 minutes and you get back from the beach and you guys must know what it's like where you just run the gamut of everything and then you get home and you're like plop, you're exhausted. But I haven't had any time alone. It's like Ian utilizes this as a work office and everything else while we're here, and then Hagen's got everything going in the other room, so I sent them off so I was able to do a pop and do a couple of privates and have a moment. And today I'm really lucky. It's kind of raining and overcast here, so it's nice and peaceful. We are having the most delightful time where we are because we get to cross the road and walk over to our daily breakfast place, the Celtic Kitchen, which is like the most highly revealed breakfast and lunch place here. The wait line is always like anyone that's from any wait from 20 to like 20 minutes to an hour. It's so their food is so fantastic, and we just got back from that. So this is what I want to speak on today for our pop is positivity, and it is saying if you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it'll restore you to the light. So please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, even in the hardest situations. And this is how I can talk myself out of feeling unwell. The other day, I had totally crazy like stomach pains, and then to kind of distract myself, I started to think of all my favorite things that were very restful and relaxing, like listening to Enya and quiet music with my feet reclined, making jewelry, burning a candle, everything that was just, instead of things tensing up, they would just start to loosen, and I started to feel better. And then I just did cleansing breaths. Guess what? It dissipated. We can do this with anything. When our ire is up and we're getting angry, when things are too, because I feel like a couple things do this for us, for human beings. We don't like serious temperatures, like when we're too hot, it's very easy to get aggravated or have a short temper. Very cold, same thing. Tiredness, all of that. So let's try to head all that stuff off the past and take care of our physical self, right? Being hydrated, being fed, because hunger can do that. And then we start to feel better. So our base is set, our foundation is good, right? And then with that, now it's just our mindset. Mentally, where do we want to be? Let's be in a great headspace. I've been able to do this and utilize this whole trip because I really wanted to make this about being beneficial and fun for both Hagen and Ian. So what I thought I'd do is everywhere they want to go, I would get as enthusiastic as they were about it, because I would think of all the points that I like. Now, this isn't my choice, so I'm not going to enjoy it. Like, hey, I like mini golf, but not every day and in the freaking like penetrating, beating sun. But I was like, hey, they have waterfalls there. They have areas of shades. I'll go in there, and I like to see how competitive and crazy like my offspring and spouse get. It's hilarious. So I was all those aspects I was plugging into to be positive. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a tarot card for over here, and we're going to see what's going on. Look, this is going to be our other daily pop. If we are present moment awareness, we are going to see that offering of love. We're going to see that gesture of kindness. We're going to see that sweetness from somebody else. I have to say, every single place, if I initiate a warm, open conversation with one of the waitresses, maitre d's, doesn't matter, someone on the street, people are very receptive to being asked questions, because it's an offering saying, you know what, I'm interested in you. I'm interested in what you're interested. I'm interested in what you like. And we have to do this sometimes in new relationships. One of my favorite experts talks about this. When we initialize interest in it doesn't matter, our best friends, our spouse, or a new love partner that we're interested in, if we initialize understanding and interest in what interests them. It could be a sports team too, and all of a sudden, they call you up. What are you doing? Hey, I'm watching your team. I want to know more about them. That is volumes and volumes to somebody, because that's saying, wow, you are investing your time in something I invest my time in love, therefore you're investing in me. And that does make all the difference. Our children, I feel like it's so important for our children. I'm retraining myself all the time to do this. I'm not necessarily interested in some of the things that Hagen is, but I love to have conversations with him, and he's hysterical, so he has certain funny shows and crazy things that he watches. So I'll watch him on the DL, or I'll initiate a conversation, and he gets all animated and happy, and that is contagious. That happy vibration, that positivity, like we get stoked about stuff that interests us, right? So let's take an interest in other people that we're interested in, their things that they are, because I'm telling you, it is great for conversation. Even if you don't love it, you are going to have fluid good, wonderful dialogue at dinner with this person. If they mention on your first date how much they like, it could be anything. It could be ice hockey. It could be a football team. It could be the rainforest. You just get a little bit of information on that. And I feel like other people's enthusiasm can be contagious to us, and then we get excited about it. Like, I've got to say, Hagen was so stoked about this new show. Well, this show, never heard of The Cube, where people go in and they have to do all these puzzles and solve them. And we were watching it last night. We were playing cards, and it completely absorbed me. It was so wild because I always think these shows are going to be cheesy, but like watching with somebody who really digs it, then you get into it, and then it's like such a great discussion piece. And that is a Two of Cups moment between people where you're saying, you know what interests you interests me, and I'm excited about this. But I also want to talk about a couple things that I came upon today that I love. There we go. And this is going to help with this. This no longer having a lack mentality or feeling we're in a beggarly position. And how do we do this? There's a lot of aspects to this we can do. Okay, choose your dreams, right? Be relentless in the pursuit of your dreams. Always take some step that brings you greater access to that. You know, the best way to predict the future is to create it. It really is. I noticed when we were on this trip, I said, I am going to be completely unbothered. I am not going to be aggravated by anything. I'm not going to be like waylaid or because I'm not getting my way or whether I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to have this moment. I'm this respite, this beautiful change of environment, and I'm not going to be ever feel like this when I'm around this. I'm going to feel like everything is a 10 of Pentacles. And I realized that our imagination is so powerful. When we harness it, we can manifest anything we desire, especially when it comes from better behaviors. I know that I can get the best behavior and the best responses from spouse, from children, when I'm accommodating, I'm kind, and I listen, because they just want to be heard. And they know that oftentimes I'll just have some funny thing. I'm really great to go out, and they want me to go everywhere with them to restaurants. Hagen doesn't like big crowds, and I'll initiate a conversation, we'll talk and laugh, and it kind of takes that onus off, that anxiety of being in there. You know, I love to have conversations and listen, and I remember what people say and what's important to them. So it keeps it fluid, and it keeps it nice, and I can also redirect it. If somebody has anxiety about something, they keep going back to it, I know how to just kind of like quickly squelch that, you know, give them a peace of mind of it and move on and redirect that energy, because I know when I say things out loud, I start to feel it more. So I don't say, oh, I don't feel good, or oh, I'm tired, because I'll start to feel that way. I say, hey, I'm starting to feel better. I will talk myself up, because this is doing the opposite. Now you're learning how to do this, and trust your heart's voice. It will always lead us home. It will always be helpful. It will always help us to initiate change where it's necessary. Our inner voice, whatever it is, it will really take us from this Five of Pentacles to this Two of Pentacles, where we offer ourselves love and a solace, as well as other people. And then it's very reciprocal. People will remember how you made them feel, and they in turn will want to make you feel well. And that is positivity. So that's your daily pop, my lovelies. I'm going to go upload.